and welcome to another episode of the Marco Podcast.
Today is me going down a rabbit hole and just exploring an alternative universe. Well, not an alternative, an alternate universe where social media doesn't exist. Do we remember those days? Okay, maybe not all of us remember those days, but if you're a millennial or before, do you remember the days of no social media? Like, sometimes I just wish that we could go back to that time of just no social media, people having to actually talk to you and make genuine connections with people. Was talking with a friend of mine, and we were just talking about like social media and business, social media and personal life, and just the pros and the cons about it. And of course, with majority of things, there's good to it and there's bad to it. And you just have to decide, of course, whether or not the good outweighs the bad. So I'm a millennial. I'm in the generation that got the tail end of no technology and then the beginning of all the technology. Like, I remember when Facebook was created. I remember when MySpace came out. I remember when MySpace got shut down. I remember when Black Planet was popular. I remember when Black Planet was no longer popular. Like, all of that. Like, dial-up internet, AOL, instant message. What was there was another one that was right before I started college. It was like high school something, college something. I can't remember what it was, but anyways, you get my drift. Like, I remember all of that stuff coming into play, and it's just crazy to think back to a time where there were no cell phones, or you had your minutes on your cell phone, and minutes weren't free until after 9 o'clock. And then Sprint was like, I got something for all of y'all. I'm going to make them free after 7 o'clock. And text messages, you only got 150 text messages or something crazy like that, and then had to pay 10 cents if you went over them. And not only that, the characters were limited. Sending a text was like a tweet. 150 characters, 120 characters or less for a text message. So that meant that you had to send multiple text messages, which of course messed up your text messages number. I just honestly sit back and think about that sometimes. And then now, especially being an entrepreneur and just even being out in the workforce, like I remember being a kid and you would go places with your parents, or you would be out in public and you would see people and you'd be like, and they'd be like, oh, let me give you my card. Oh, here's my business card, give me a call. And as a kid, I was just always like, ooh, I can't wait to get older and tell people, hey, here's my business card, or drop my business card into the little fishbowl at Ryan's for a free buffet or wherever it was, to be able to get something if they drew your name out, to be able to get something. I just always thought that was like really cool. And when it comes to business, when it comes to personal life, like businesses had competitors, they had their competition. In personal life, you had people that were jealous of you, or that didn't like you, or that had an issue with you for whatever reason, but it wasn't in your face all the time. It wasn't consuming all of your time to go out and search for that. And most of the time it's just like, okay, this isn't worth it. I can be spending other time doing this. But now it's at our fingertips. So it's just like, oh, okay, what this person is up to in their life. And then the next thing you know, 2 minutes has turned into 20 minutes or 30 minutes, and now you haven't gotten anything done. And I mean, scams were real back then, false leads were real back then, but you're a business owner, people just sliding into your DMs and saying, oh, hey, pretending like they want to work with you and stuff like that, and then it's just a scam or it's catfishing. That can be like really disheartening, and just really, even on a personal level, I know a lot of people who use social media for like dating and stuff like that, and with them just having to try to determine who's actually real, who's not actually real, who's just wasting my time. It's draining. It is so draining to have to try to figure out whether or not something is a scam, or whether or not it's a real opportunity to connect with someone or to work with someone. It can just take up so much time in your day. I just want to say that, like, from a business aspect, before you pounce on someone, or before you try to like reach out to someone to see if they're interested in your business, make a genuine connection with them. Like, don't just reach out to someone because you went to high school with them and you've been out of high school for 20 years, or y'all were in the same first grade class and you haven't talked to them in forever, or y'all went to college together, but you never talked to them in college. You just happen to be friends on Facebook because, again, you were in college at the time when Facebook was popular. You just added mutual friends. No, don't slide in my DM telling me about your services and your products that you offer. Make real genuine connections with people. Oh, and the thing that I do not like, fitness people. Fitness people are the absolute worst sometimes. I had this guy who I went to high school with who I hadn't talked to in like forever. And I honestly think that after, I don't even think he like graduated from the same school. I think he ended up transferring schools. But anywho, he got into like fitness coaching and stuff. And one day he sent me a message on Instagram and he was like, "Hey, I hope all is well. I'm into fitness coaching now, and my target is women who have recently had babies, women who have recently had babies who are looking to lose some weight, and I just thought that you would be a great candidate for it." Excuse you, sir. First of all, I had my baby 2 years ago. At the time that he had messaged me, my son was like 2 years old. Second of all, I haven't talked to you in years, and this is how you come at me. Third of all, you're now like body shaming me and fat shaming me, because how do you know that I'm not comfortable in my own skin? But you're trying to make me feel uncomfortable in order to get money in your pocket and to, gain popularity or gain likes, whatever it is, for yourself. How rude is that? That's not going to make me want to work with you. That's not going to make me be like, "Oh, yeah, let me sign up for your program today." No, you just shamed me. And so I was like, "Yeah, no, thank you." And then I proceeded to post a picture on Instagram of my Chinese food that I was scarfing down my throat. Stuff like that. Let's not do that, people. Let's just leave that. Let's stop doing that today. Let's stop randomly sliding in people's DMs trying to sell our products and service. Make genuine connections with people. Warm up to that point, and you will probably get more people that are willing to talk to you and that are willing to engage with you than if you're just like, "Oh, hey, here's my product. You need this." You don't know me. How do you need your product? How do you know that I need your product? How do you know that I'm interested in your product? No, thank you. Let's stop doing that. Let's go ahead and cancel that. Okay? Please. And then another thing about social media that we've all noticed, that we've all seen, is everything is based on the amount of likes that you have and the amount of followers that you have. That's just not real life. I heard somebody say one time, "Would you rather have 10,000 followers for your business, or would you rather have $10,000 for your business?" I'll take the $10,000, please, because those 10,000 followers, I mean, unless you're an influencer or something like that and you're getting paid off of having all these followers and you're getting money back from people clicking on your links, I'd rather have the $10,000. And I just feel like that would be much better. But we've just been so conditioned that with social media, they have 10,000 followers. Oh, they must be doing great in their business. Oh, they have 10,000 followers. They must be doing great in their life. Their photo has 16 like their photo has 6,000 likes. My photo only has 16 likes. Nobody cares about me. No, that's not the case at all. Your photo has 16 genuine likes versus their photo having 6,000 likes of a photo that was probably staged, that was probably taken 10 to 15 times to get the right angles and the right lightings and all of this. I heard a story the other day, and this is not my story at all. I'm not taking any credit for it, but I heard it the other day, and I wish I remember where I heard it at, because I would love to give them credit. I do not remember where I heard it at, but I do just want to make it clear that this is not my story. It was a story, and this lady was saying that like she was at the beach one day and she saw this mom come to the beach with her little girl, and they were in matching bathing suits, and the mom like set out this pretty scene, put down the beach towel, put down all the beach toys, all of that, set it down, made it look all pretty. and her daughter just kept wanting to play. And the lady's like, oh no, sit still for this. Oh no, do this. Oh no, do this. And the lady kept like posing her for pictures and making her take all these pictures and taking all these pictures with the two of them together. After the lady gets finished taking the pictures, she gets on the phone, starts talking on the phone. The whole time her daughter's just saying, mommy, play with me, mommy, play with me. And the lady's like, oh, not right now, not right now. After the lady finishes up her phone call, she packs up all the stuff and her daughter leaves. And the lady who was witnessing all this, she said, in my mind, I just imagined this lady going home or going or doing whatever and posting this on social media and saying something along the lines like beach day with my girl or something like that. And I just imagine all the other moms sitting here thinking, oh man, why can't I do this? Why don't I have the time in my day to do this? But it's not real. And I wanted to share that story because it's not real. The things that you see on social media, they are not always real. And if they are real, you don't know how anyone is doing absolutely anything. You don't know how that person got their 10K followers. You don't know how that person got 20 new clients in the first month of business, or how that person made 100K, as they say, in the first month of business. If they even made 100K in the first month of business, you don't know how anyone is affording to fly to different countries every other month or go on vacation every other month. They may have frequent flyer miles. They may have a buddy pass. They may have a part-time job at a hotel. They may be putting it all on a credit card. Like the whole looking through a glass window, because all you see is what people want you to see. And before the age of social media, you would kind of know, you'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, they're lying. That's not really happening in life. But with social media, you see the post and you're just like, oh man, they're doing this or they're doing that. Or oh, their kids are so well behaved, their house is so clean. I wish my house could be like that. I wish my kids were that well behaved. Stop wishing. Live your life and do what makes you happy, because that person may be wishing for your life. Like that person may just need that validation. And you're over here making memories with your kids or doing things with your kids. And all their kids may have as a memory is mommy staging me for photos. Or you're over here making genuine connections with your clients, with the people that you service. And this other person over here may just be pawning their clients off on other people, or too busy to get back with their clients. So you have to focus on what's real. And I know that can be easier said than done, but we've got to start focusing on what's real and focusing on what's in front of us, and stop being so focused on other people's lives and how other people are doing in their business or how other people are doing in their lives. And now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't check on your competition, because you need to know your business competition. Because in life, the only competition that you should have is with yourself, to make yourself a better person. I'm talking about your business competition. I'm not saying don't check on it to see, what they are, or if they know, to see where they are and to see what their stats are, anything like that. That's normal. That's called market research. So don't I'm not saying don't do market research. You have to do market research. I'm saying don't compare yourself to your competition. If your competition made 50 sales this month and you only made 25, okay, cool. You don't know what they did to make those 50 sales. But though they may have made 50 sales this month, and those 50 people may never come back to them ever again. You made 25 sales and you may have just got repeat customers. So look at it like that. And then even in your personal life, don't compare yourself to other people. Don't compare yourself to the person who looks like they have the picture perfect life, because nobody's life is perfect. We're all going through something. Social media has just put the blinders on us. Let's take some of the pressure off of ourselves, and let's just stop trying to compare ourselves to other people, or stop trying to live our life like other people, and just be ourselves and just do what makes us happy and do what's right. Like, I mean, do you remember when people used to help people because they actually wanted to help someone? When people used to just, they would see a homeless person, they would give their food to them, or they would give them clothes, or they may take them into the store to get them a new pair of shoes or something like that if they needed them. Remember when they did it out of the kindness of their heart and because they actually wanted to help, not because they wanted to video it and post it all over social media and show how they helped them. It breaks my heart. And then to see that, because I'm like, look at this person here. This could be a very low point in their life. And here you are filming it. Oh, well, I should say parents that are like, oh, a kid in my son's class didn't have school supplies or didn't have shoes, and my kid saved up their allowance to be able to go out and buy it for him. And this is the look on their face when they gave it to him. No. Why does that need to be posted? If it was with good intentions and out of the kindness of their heart, why did that need to be posted? That was a moment between your kid and the person that they chose to give that to. Why do we need to embarrass somebody else to make ourselves look good? That's not cool. So let's just remember that what we're seeing on social media, whether it's business or personal, you're only seeing the end result. You don't know how many times they had to snap that photo or take that video to get the right one, to get the one that you see on Facebook. You don't know how many times they had to reach out to a client, or how many times they had to start their business over again, or how many times they had to revamp their business to get to the result that you see today. People only show you what they want to show you, and you're only seeing the glamorous side of it. So don't let social media take over your life or spend precious time mulling over or wishing that you had that person's life or that your business was as successful as that person's. You don't know the struggle that they went through to get to where they are. Just focus your energy on making your business the best business that it can be, on making sure that your clients are well taken care of. Focus your personal life on being the best version of you that you can be, on being the best version of a mom or a dad or whatever it is that you can be to your kids. Focus on you. Don't let the glitz and glamour of social media consume and control your life. Well, thank you all for going down this rabbit hole with me today. I hope that you enjoyed the episode.
Thank you for listening. Please make sure to follow and rate the podcast whenever you listen.